what's up, bitches? It's me, the Dreadlord. Yeah, it's Halloween up in this bitch, and today my homie Macintosh got some special replay for you. And you know what happens on Halloween? Bitches get pimp smacked. Pimp smacked. All you gotta do is take the back of your palm and just smack a bitch across the face. Alright, well, I'm about to hand this over to my homie Macintosh, and we're about to see an epic Halloween replay.
Thanks, douchebag. Well, let's get this started. This is a fairly recent game. It's a Panda on WCR, and no one's done it yet, so I thought I'd do it. It's an interesting replay, and it's between Lucifer.WeRRa, old school legend, and Phoenix Scourge. So WeRRa's pretty old actually, but I think he's in the Korean Army, and he had maybe like a 2-week break or so. So I think he played like 2 games or so in Warcraft that were sort of high level games, and then he had like an interview, and soon he might get back into Warcraft, but he'll probably get back into he'll probably start it up in StarCraft, and which is what he said. So starts off with an altar crypt build, and I'm pretty sure Yellow did the exact same thing. And there's a ziggurat, pretty standard opening so far. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting opening. That was my friend Dreadlord, like Deathicus was his name. He loves to pimp smack bitches. He's truly I don't know. He had a little bit of a southern accent, so I thought he was like say something about fried chicken. That was wrong. Okay, so pretty much exactly the same builds, standard builds. I usually expect to see Lich Ghouls and Undead 1 vs 1, because that's so powerful. Lich Ghouls is really powerful. It just gives you a lot of early game, like the split like second of like early game creeping, and once you get that Lich, you have so much harassing power. Okay, so bow scouting, pretty much exactly a mirror match. Okay, not so much going on right now, so alright, well, training right now is the Dreadlord for Lucifer, and you can see this is probably the coolest thing about this game, and the Lich for Yellow. So it's so interesting. Yeah, so Yellow's gonna go Phoenix is going to go Lich Ghouls, pretty much standard undead versus undead, and here we have the first divergence from normal undead play is Dreadlord Ghouls, which is so interesting. This is so atypical. Stuff like this you never see. Okay, so here, Scout, but really I just want to focus on Lucifer for this game because his play is going to be so interesting. So Scout gets coiled over there. Lucifer's gonna go for some early creeping on this green camp. I don't know much about this map because I haven't played it so much, but this is sort of a really amateur made map. Like, I think that it could have been so much better. Like, what is that? It's just disgusting. That's like the worst creep camp I've ever seen in my life. Okay, alright, so both doing mirror creeping, pretty much. Same exact creeping. I think Lucifer, let me put the Lucifer's going to be creeping this guy out. Oh yes, and doing a bunch of skelly scouting too, of course. And so the strong suit of the Lich Ghouls is that the Frost Nova is just so strong, and then really the Frost Nova, that nuke, is just so strong, and the coil the coil is not nearly as effective in undead versus undead because the only thing it's used for is healing. So the coil nova is not nearly as valid. Alright, so here Lucifer's going for an early expand, which is pretty darn good. See if he can wake the creeps. No. So he loses his scouting acolyte, which is the same. Phoenix is going for this goblin merchant, and here we get this early expand, and this is really crucial. Yellow knows about it because he had that scouting acolyte, and that's his purpose was. But this, if he can pull this off, this is really important. Often, undead versus undead, you'll see like a crypt lord for the fast expand, and things such as that, because you really want, since you're on even economy, since you're on mirror, you really want as the biggest advantages you can. So increased economy is really important and effective. So here it looks like yellow is going to try to maybe cancel this expo. That would be really crucial for him, because if that goes up, then he's going to have so much more economy, and if it stays up for 5 minutes, then that's the case. Alright, so we're going to have our first confrontation. Lucifer looks like he's going to lose his first school, and okay, so he's skilled sleep, so basically, well, that's of course, that's obvious, and he has a Wand of Lightning Shield. Wand of Lightning Shield is an insane ability. It does so much damage, especially to these early ghouls. Lucifer is so lucky to have found that. Look, does bring all of these ghouls into red, and then completely makes that lich be separated from its army. So, and there we go, level 3 Dreadlord. So we'll probably be seeing, is it level 2 sleep. So level 2 sleep is really effective at taking armies out of battles, and then, heroes out of battles and individual units as well. So anything that gets slept is not going to contribute to the fight for so long. And this lich just won't be able to stand up to that, because look, the lich even has a claws of attack and a mantle. So lich can actually have pretty high DPS, especially when it gets the Orb of Corruption. So that lich being taken out of the battle is really important for Lucifer. So already teching to tier 2 or tier 3, and since Lucifer had that quick expo, he has not yet finished his tech to tier 2. About halfway, a little less than halfway for both of them. So I would say they're both even at the moment, except for Lucifer's a little higher on hero experience. And here we go. We have the lich harassing. You see that very often because the lich is really effective, especially with that nova, can really do a good job. Okay, so Lucifer's TPing, and he's gonna get surrounded. Probably gonna actually lose this haunted gold mine. And you see he immediately sleeps that lich, so that lich cannot contribute to the fight at all. That acolyte should be repairing. Oh gosh. Okay, so Phoenix has a really effective harass right here. Cancels that haunted gold mine and sets back Lucifer's economy so much. So Lucifer did, however, get the shop, and so did he buy anything? Yeah, he bought a staff of teleportation. That's interesting. So maybe we're gonna be seeing some harassing from this Dreadlord. Usually that's what you do when you want a lot of movement across the map, and you want to be able to harass as well. So that's interesting to see a staff of teleportation on Dreadlord. Yellow creeping off these tiny little green camps, and blue did a similar thing. All right, and we're gonna see Lucifer creeping here. Yes, so it's surprising how good of a creeping hero the Dreadlord is, because it can take creeps out of the battle for so long. So a Dreadlord can really creep up very quickly, because it makes creep camps much easier to defeat. I got some Skelly Scouts. Gosh, it's taken so long for Lucifer to get that expo up and running, and which is really really a good thing for Phoenix. Phoenix got his has one statue so far. Does he have? He does not have Frenzy yet. So yes, he's upgrading Ghoul Frenzy right now, and he looks like he's going for a timing push with fiends and ghouls. And once he gets Frenzy, those ghouls will be really effective. Okay, Dreadlord with Invis Potion is going to be able to spot this timing push, and immediately he's going to be ready for this push. It looks like Phoenix has a strong enough army to take down this Expo, so I'm going to be surprised. Oh wow, this Dreadlord's going in with Invisibility Potion. Wonder if he's going to... Oh, he's blocked his base. Carrion Swarm? Did he... What? You never see that. Carrion Swarm in a pro game. I always thought... So he re-skilled Carrion... Holy shit. He re-skilled Carrion Swarm, and he is doing insane harassing with that. Killed already 2 Acolytes, and the other 2... And he's doing massive damage to his Ziggurat. Over here, he's trying to fend off this attack, repairing his Spirit Tower, and he's bringing all of his ghouls over here. So basically, his economy isn't being hit so much because he still has his main base, but he's able to get surround off. Oh, almost. He almost had a surround, but he's really just trying to hold on to this Expo so he can get that Expo. 3 Acolytes still alive. He had run out of mana, I'm pretty sure. But did he kill that Ziggurat? Didn't kill that Ziggurat. So not the best harass in the world, but that's so interesting. He really skilled Carrion Swarm to level 2 to have such a strong... Yeah, to have such a strong harass. Okay, Dreadlord pops in Vuln Pot, and he's just desperately trying to hold on to this Expo. Looks like DK is going to go down. DK goes down, and Phoenix has to pull out of this battle because these towers are doing so much damage, slowing all of his ghouls. Even though they have Frenzy, they slowed so much, and this Expo stays up, which is a massive triumph for Lucifer, as he had already taken down 2 of these Acolytes, and he is just now finishing replacing the other 2. So we've got... There's a nice shade right there. In food count, we right now have 28 Phoenix and 26 for Lucifer. So Lucifer is not down in food that much anymore, especially because he was able to defeat that battle. And after this battle, I would expect Yellow to have... Well, that's... Nah, never mind. I would expect... Oh, interesting play. With the shade, he takes... Oh... With the shade, he takes a, what's it called? A sapper out of the, oh my gosh. He takes a sapper, oh my gosh. He takes a sapper out of the Goblin Laboratory, both sappers, and is able to kill a Crypt Fiend. And just now, he tries to spot the shade, but the shade has already gone and left. So now we have a level 5 Dreadlord here, with an invulnerability potion, and I would expect this Dreadlord to just walk right through, maybe pop the Invuln Pot to exit, but walk right through, Carrion Swarm, all 5 of those Acolytes are going to die, and that's going to be crucial. This is going to set Yellow back so much. Oh my gosh, a Goblin Zeppelin hired to take... Probably hired so that he can't take the Goblin Zeppelin. Or maybe he'll pop the shade down and teleport in. He's gonna pop the shade down inside here and teleport into there. So okay, four Acolytes being taken down to like less than 50 health. We can see, oh, and skeletal minions killing off the rest, and then there we go, all of the Acolytes taken down. What a critical harass, and he's just barely trying to creep up his heroes because that's really the only thing he can do at this moment. And here we have this level 5 Dreadlord doing so much damage on his own. Really insane. This Goblin Zeppelin is really interesting play because he's just chilling here. Any second, then right when this Lich leaves, he'll be able to drop this shade right down there, and then